Video number 14, we're going to talk about how the water gets. We talked about this, a very reliable motor. Very rarely will these bearings and rods blow up from mileage. On this motor, the 787 or 800 Seadoo motor, this is a very good motor. What kills these is water gets in there. And this is where the biggest myths are, the other myths that we talked about. How does the water get in this motor? People think it's the gaskets. They think all sorts of stuff, but that's not the case. How it really works, as we talked about, the motor's on an angle like this. How it works is your exhaust comes out like this, and it goes down here into a muffler, a big muffler, and that muffler holds about let's say 12 liters of water. So what happens is, I can't tell you how many times I've heard this. I kept it indoors for years. It was always well cared. I don't know how the water got in. Well, keeping it in your garage is one of the worst things you can do, and I'll tell you why. If this is holding 12 liters of water, what happens is it evaporates and it greenhouses. And it comes back up and it starts dripping the water, one drip at a time, above the piston. And depending where those pistons are, if it's down enough, it will run down through the ports, the water will run down, fall into the case, and run all to the back and start rusting out your bearings and connector rod. That is the number one reason how water gets in. It's called the greenhouse, or how clouds are formed. Water evaporates, it comes up, and it starts dripping down into liquid again and goes into the engine. So that certainly is only a problem with 2 strokes. With 4 strokes, it can be a problem. It can rust out your valves in the cast iron rings and stuff. But on a 2-stroke, it's very bad. Depending where the pistons are, it will run down and rust out your crank bearings. Now, I have never seen that on the internet. People talk about that, but after 35 years of doing the motors, I finally figured it out. Thank you.